hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real energy in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And we are back, baby. We are back on the road again. We're traveling around the world. Well, in this case, we're traveling to Europe, y'all. We're going to Europe.
They said Latin America a few seasons ago, and that's it. And this year they said just Europe. They took a page out of Destination X's book.
Absolutely. I feel like I've been in Europe so long, Jack. How are we enjoying Europe again?
Y'all been doing a lot of Europe recently.
We went on like 2 round trip tours, and apparently we're just getting on a plane and doing it again this time.
Doing it again. But this time we got more detours and more challenges and a lot of things and a lot of people taking pictures of us this time around. So I love this for us. I love this for us on this amazing race. We're here. We're back.
Expecting the unexpected this time.
Absolutely, because we are here doing the amazing race. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm going to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And I got my cut mug here because she's cute, she's adorable, she's amazing, and you can get your cup. Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Yay.
So therefore, since I know it's coming, this is pretty much a panel full of cup mugs. So I'm gonna do it. It's a panel full of cup mugs. Peer. And you can get your cup mug at lanagscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug. Period. And thank you.
You can do a lot of things in here, like medication, which is what I currently have in here. But
I keep remotes and ping pong balls and
good.
My AirPods are in there too.
Ooh. I won't talk about what else is in there because that's not for this channel. But hi, I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay, and welcome to Big Brother.
Wait, no. Oh, it is. Yeah.
I like doing the Big Brother intro, so I'm going to do it for the rest of this season because we're winding down Big Brother season, but it's Big Brother Amazing Race. I'm very excited for this season. We love Big Brother here on the channel, so anytime we get Big Brother on another show, I'm always going to be very excited about it. I am drinking some beautiful lemon ginger honey tea because my voice is starting to give out, and I'm not that thrilled about that, but I'm very excited about this cast, or at least a majority of them.
Hi, my name is Jack. I'm the resident game designer of the panel, and I haven't been spoiled on this season. I didn't go on Twitter at some point during early 2025. I haven't seen anything. The thing is, I actually did, but my memory is non-existent, so I haven't actually seen anything.
Jack has been Men in Black, the forget-me-not thingy.
Exactly.
They saw it and then they took it away. Thumbs
up.
And I have some lovely sparkling flavored orange mango water.
Oh. How vaguely European of you.
Vaguely European, yeah.
And speaking of not vaguely European, hi, I'm Michael. I am your Texan correspondent, your Big Brother obsessed panelist who came in really late to the Big Brother season, but hey, it's basically extending to a whole new season, and I am drinking in true Texas fashion Diet Dr. Pepper. So I gotta keep my roots. But yeah, I'm excited to look at this cast. Some of these people I'm happy to see, and other people are there.
Indeed, and indubitably, some people are just here.
And we're going to see who's here and who we love in just a second. Because before we do, not me saying that on the Amazing Race recordings, but it fits. But first, please subscribe to this channel. Absolutely. Subscribe to this channel.
I had to find it.
We don't usually say it here. But we are now. But first, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, because we are on a mission to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. So we truly appreciate if you do that. Help us out. We're going into October and we need a lot of you to help us out. So hit that subscribe button if you're a fan of The Amazing Race. If you're just finding The Amazing Race for the first time because of Big Brother, welcome. It's going to be a ride. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. My favorite show of all times. I love The Amazing Race. It was the first show on CBS that I said I wanted to be a part of. Still do, but we'll see. Love Amazing Race. So if you're a fan of Big Brother and you're joining the Amazing Race, I love that for you. Enjoy the ride. But subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to all of our other channels as well. All those links will be in the description below on our link tree. Click it, follow, subscribe, help them out, because they also are on the same mission to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. So continue to help us out. Follow us on our audio podcast links if you need to check us out on the go, because we want to be everywhere you are. So check us out and follow us everywhere so we can be with you everywhere you go, giving you all the fun content that we create here on this channel and all of our other channels. Our Patreon is open for you. Check it out so you can get early access and exclusive content on all of our things from all of our channels. So check out our Patreon for that as well. And all of our socials are down there, scrolling right before your very eyes at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Follow us on all of those channels. Engage with us. We would love to hear from you and talk to you. Talk to us. We love that. And if you've ever decided and thought about, I want to be on a podcast, this seems like a fun thing to do, talking about my favorite shows on television. I'm going to be like this guy down here below me, right there, Michael, because that's what Michael did. Michael said, I want to be a part of this podcast. And we said, sure, come on. And now he's here. So you can do that. And Michael won't be the new guy anymore. So we would love if you would join us on this podcast. And how you can do that, hit us up on our Instagram at The Cup Pod on Instagram. And that's the quickest way to get in touch with us. Now, if you need to hit us up on any of the other ones, we'll find you eventually, but Instagram is the quickest way for us to find you. So hit us up on our Instagram DMs, tell us you want to join, and we will get back to you and let you know how to do that. So thanks so much, y'all. It's time. It's time to get into it. It's time to talk about The Amazing Race, this cast 38. Our Big Brother crossover. This is something we've had Big Brother people on The Amazing Race before. We've done that before on different seasons, and other people have been on there. Other people have won coming off of Big Brother. We've seen a couple people win from Big Brother off of this show. I'm only going to talk about Claire and Derek because that's who I like the
Derek
most.
and Claire.
They won. They won.
There's only one team in my mind.
There's only one team to talk
there's
about
only
that
one
won.
team.
Unfortunately, recently separated Derek and Claire.
Yes.
We love that.
Really
love
good
them.
friends, Derek and Claire.
Very good friends.
Correct.
Real
So-
human
We love
chemistry.
Great. And so we love that Derek and Claire won Big Brother and won The Amazing Race, set the precedent for all Big Brother players to go out there and get involved in this cast and do it and show everybody what Big Brother people can do. But they had a little twist this season. It's not just Big Brother players with Big Brother players. It's Big Brother players with people in their families, and one person
Except
with a
for
Big
one
Brother player and a Big Brother player. It's one group that's two Big Brother players, but everybody else is just
Because of
Big
a
Brother
last
player.
minute something.
But what's the tea there? I didn't know that.
It sounds like I think Taylor was the casting choice,
and
I would expect.
one of her family members was unavailable.
yes,
So the family member that they ended up being able to pull last minute to compete, because he kind of was in like the reality TV pool anyway, was the person that we'll talk about with her. But Taylor was the Big Brother person that they wanted. So
we're gonna talk all about that because So,
but there's some fun things that I do want to bring up before, because there's some new interesting things they're doing with the start of this race. We're really expecting the unexpected to start this season. Y'all, they're competing in a task before they even start the race this season.
Ooh, very Big Brother Canada of them. Amazing Race Canada.
It's very
Amazing Race Canada of
it
them.
is very Amazing Race Canada of them. So there is a task that they're doing before they even start at the starting line. And the first team to complete that starting task in Amsterdam, which is where they are starting the race, will receive an express pass. Right off the bat, express pass. And the team that comes in last will get a hazard right off the bat.
Wow.
Ooh.
So it is an immediate, it feels very Big Brother the way that they're doing this. Is it's immediate advantage, disadvantage, which I think is actually really fun. So that hazard, they have to complete an additional task on that first leg in order to avoid being eliminated. I think that's really fun. And that's kind of at least the big first twist that we're getting on this season. The other big kind of twist thing, like we're seeing in the visual here, and we've seen kind of all season, it is strictly across Europe, which I think is a really interesting choice. Not exactly sure logistically why. I'm not sure if we really have anything from CBS. I'm not seeing anything necessarily as to why for this specific season it is a European only season. I know because of COVID restrictions, the season that Cesar and Ricky won was in South and Central America specifically. Was because of COVID restrictions. I'm not sure why this season is strictly European. I don't have any specific information on that, but we do know that amongst several locations, we're starting in Amsterdam, and they will be headed to Prague, Budapest, and Romania as a country as well, which I think it may be their first or second stop in Romania as a country for the race. I don't think we've had many stops in Romania. We had the first stop last season in, Jack, what country was it for the first time last season?
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, but it wasn't Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
It was Bulgaria. Yep.
It was Bulgaria for the first time last season. I want to say they haven't done many stops in Romania, but we're skydiving in Romania, apparently.
Okay.
Is what we know. And we're bathing like a king in Budapest. And we're reaching new heights in Prague. So there's a lot of heights-based things, it sounds like. And yeah, that's some of the fun things we know already about the race.
I was gonna say the visit to Hungary as well is a very interesting decision. Notably that it breaks the record for the largest gap between a country's visit. The last time it was visited was on the Amazing Race 6. So
32 seasons.
Yeah, like 15, 16 years ago.
Wow.
Okay. So I do have my theories on why they're sticking in Europe this season. I could be completely wrong. It's just my own theory. I do think them doing this Big Brother season, they had to line the pockets of all of these people who played on Big Brother, who was in this reality pool, to come and do this show. That's number one. And so I think budget, we had to decrease the cost in just keeping them in Europe, because Amazing Race is an expensive show. You have to pay for all the travel and all the, and the cabs and all that money they have to pay for this somehow in some way. So, and then there's a lot of crew that they still had to pay for, travel and, accommodations and all that stuff. So I think it's just was too cheap. The value is to just make it easier by putting them on, just keeping it in Europe. They can do flights, they can do trains, they can do buses. Like, it could be a cheaper route of doing it. But we all know Amazing Race got a budget. They got a big budget. Yeah. They got a big budget. So I do think it had something to do with having to pay everybody. And then, of course, the reality stars, they ain't cheap no more. So you gotta pay for them. You gotta pay for them.
I'm excited that we're seeing them, but I will say there is kind of when I saw it was on the European adventure, there was a bit of sadness, because I love the variety of cultures and locales that we see. It's amazing when we can see Singapore one episode, Morocco the next, and then we can go to Hungary. It's like you see such a it's like the beauty of the world's cultures, and I mean, we'll have fun. There's plenty of variety in Europe, but
Yes.
I love the drastic variety where it's always like the next episode is like a completely different tone.
Yeah.
So
Yes. I agree. I think
I
that's
agree.
I would love to them to go to like Tokyo and Indonesia and all these other different places like we used to see. But like you say, Europe is that's a vast thing to just say Europe, and there's a
Yep.
lot of places they could go that's beautiful, and a lot of things that we don't know about Europe is they can go to places that we've never seen before in Europe, or some attractions that we've never seen. So I'm excited. I still think Amazing Race is going to always be good, though, because like I said the same thing you said, Michael, when they did the Latin America, Central America. I was like, just one place, just one. I mean, it's big, but it's just one country, and I would love to see more. But when watching that season, I was like, oh, but we're learning so much about these cultures in this, and it's so different in different places. It's like America. You can go from one state to the next, and it's totally different from before. You'd be like, oh, this is a whole new different place of its own and with its own, attractions and fun things and things for us to see and things to do. So I'm excited still, even though it's going to be different. But
I will say as well, this season has a lot of interesting firsts and a lot of like new, because we were talking about the first stop in Hungary since TAR 6. This also is the first season to have 5 all-female teams ever, which I think is really, really cool. I'm really, really excited to see that. And this is also the most family teams that have ever competed in the standard format. Obviously, excluding the family season, of course. And this is also the most sibling teams we've ever had in a single season. And I think it's a really, really cool. I'm really cool with that. This is also the most Asian American contestants we've ever had on Amazing Race, and I think all of these firsts and mosts and I think that's just really, really cool to see in this franchise. Even if it is like a Big Brother crossover season, and that's why we're getting so many of these firsts and the breaking of the records and things like that, I'm still really, really happy that we're getting to see that. It makes me happy to see that this is, as we've talked about for seasons and seasons and seasons now of us covering this here for the Cup. Amazing Race is always going to be on their big ones when it comes to casting and doing really, really great things with casting. So it's always great.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we do know that the first couple of countries they're going from the Netherlands to the Czech Republic to Hungary is the first the first 4 legs. That is the progression that we're going to. So,
I think, to your comment on the casting, I think it's actually a good testament to how much better Big Brother itself has gotten on casting since their BIPOC initiative. Because I feel like the most impactful people of the past few seasons, which is probably the majority of this cast, are the BIPOC cast members. And so, I mean, this is great, honestly, that we're getting this much like diversity in different like experiences and life experiences and perspectives. So
absolutely.
And all of these people are fun. And at the end of the day, like whether we love these people that we're about to talk about on this cast or not, these people know how to give good TV. And what we're going to get from this season is good TV. And I agree with all of that completely, Michael. I'm very excited. I agree. A lot of the BIPOC initiative has been really, really great for CBS in general to give us so many amazing, incredible TV entertainers that have given us so much great TV over the last 5 years. And that's going to continue with this season. And I think it's just going to be so good. And I can't wait.
Well, then let's not wait any further. Let's get into this cast and let's talk about them. And let's start. I mean, I think somebody's excited. I don't know. I think somebody's excited. But we do have Natalie, I can speak, Natalie Legrade with her sister, Stephanie. Her sister Stephanie, they're both from New York. Well, one in New York, one in Hawaii, Kauai, Hawaii. And Natalie was on season 18 of Big Brother.
Yep. This is Natalie's big sister.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we know Natalie from BB18, where she ended up in one of the craziest showmances that we've ever seen with that man. With that man.
With that man.
And we have seen her on 3 seasons of The Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a good amount of competitive experience outside of Big Brother. I think she should have been on more seasons of The Challenge, but that's fine.
I was going to say, how did she do on The Challenge? Because I did watch her first season. And when you made the... Okay, I know you made that Johnny Bananas comment, and I thought of Natalie because I think she aligned with him and went really far her first season, but I don't know how she did on her other seasons.
She made one final with Pauly on their Rivals season. It wasn't Rivals, but it was
Final Reckoning. It was basically
Final Reckoning. Yeah, it was essentially Rivals without being Rivals. But she made the final with Pauly. They didn't win, but she did consistently well. Why she was never called back, unsure. Yes, if my expression did not denote it, I am maybe the most excited to see Natalie Negrotti back because it is about damn time that somebody give Natalie Negrotti her flowers. Because she is, I think, one of the most underrated Big Brother players ever. I think she has one of the best social games we've seen from a mid-era Big Brother season. I just think she is constantly overlooked as someone that was carried throughout a lot of her game. And in reality, as someone that watched live feeds for her season, and 18 was the first season of... Yeah, exactly.
It was the other way around.
It was the other way around. 18 was the first season of live feeds I watched intensely. Natalie has one of the best social games of Big Brother I think I've maybe ever seen. I'm so excited for her. And I'm really excited that she's running this with her sister. I'm excited to get to know her sister. Her sister works in hospitality. I think that's such a great career field for a competition show like Amazing Race. I think this is a great duo. I'm really excited for them both. I'll shut up so other people can talk about that, but I'm very excited I'm sorry. I'm so excited for Natalie.
Yeah, I really like Natalie. I think people forget she won an HOH, so it's not like she had nothing on her competition line, because she actually, a pretty crucial HOH. I mean, I think they had to share it, but twists. But I really like Natalie. I love her attitude. I think she's really effervescent, honestly. She's very bubbly. She's kind. And I think that's served well in the Big Brother house. That's what got her so far, and kept her and her showmans at the time safe through so much when he wasn't doing much. That's as much as I can really say about like Natalie's, because I watched a little bit of the challenge that she was on, but I was pretty new to the show, so I was kind of just figuring out the format. But it seemed like she was gaining some grit in her, and being able to kind of, the challenge is kind of a rougher show, and you kind of have to stand up for yourself. And I think she did do that. She's found strong allies and she stuck with it. And it sounds like she did well on her other seasons. I'm excited to see her. I think it's a good that she's coming back. I'm happy that they were considering her and they cast her. And so we get to see Natalie again on another season.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I will note the interesting thing here. Natalie is a TV host. I'm not 100% sure what she hosted, but I mean, being able to just like communicate really well. God, is that important on The Amazing Race? Obviously, we don't know the relationship between Natalie and Stephanie. I hope it's really good, and I hope they communicate well. There is one major factor that we will see going deep into this, where it's like, oh, okay, we cast a lot from 3 seasons, and then everyone else was here So we do have Natalie very much as like one of the 5 people who are pre BB24, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but that could be a major thing of she's just not connected to the rest of these people, and if there is some sort of social twist, which would not shock me, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets hit.
I mean, I could see that, but here's the good thing about the Amazing Race. They don't have a lot of challenges or games where they depend on other people to get them through it. You really just have to do it yourself. You and your teammate have to do the things yourself, and it's not a lot of social strategy that has to go. Now, it's been some challenges where that happened, but not a lot of them. And I think with Natalie's personality, I don't know much about Stephanie, but with Natalie's personality, she's so bubbly, she's so positive, she's so, friendly. I think her making friends along the way is something that she could do, and that will help her get through anything that might pop up like that. I'm sure these people, Big Brother people, are going to make alliances. I don't really care what show you put them on. I don't care how you do it. They're going to try to make alliances. And I think Natalie is going to know that. And I think she will be one of those people to be like, okay, I just become friends with the people who's next to me. Like, however this shakes up and how it lines up, who's in front of me, who's next to me, who's right behind me. I'm gonna make friends with these people so we can, like, hey, can we come together? I think she's smart enough to do that. Seeing her on the challenge and on Big Brother, I think she's smart enough to do that because, yes, like y'all said, she did not get carried in Big Brother. She did her part, she did her thing, and like we said, if anybody got carried, it was that man. And I don't care how y'all look at it, but I think Natalie is somebody who's going to be interesting to see because of that reason you said, Jack, because she's pre-24 and not a lot of people are pre-24. It's going to be very interesting to see how that dynamic plays out. But I don't put anything past Natalie at all. I think she's physically going to be able to handle these challenges. She's mentally going to be able to handle these challenges. And I think socially, they're going to do pretty well if she's good. And Stephanie works in hospitality. So you got to know how to talk to people in hospitality. I think they're going to be good. I'm excited to see this team and their dynamic. My only, like you said, I don't know what their dynamic is. I want that. That's what's going to intrigue me more. I don't care about what the dynamic with other people. I want to see what that dynamic is like because we know Natalie to be former cheerleader, so she's very peppy, very bubbly, very yay. And what if Stephanie is the complete opposite? Like, girl, chill. I would love it. I would die, but I would love it. I would be like, so it's me and my sisters all together. Like, my older sister is very positive, and I'm very sarcastic. So I would love it.
I think the other thing to consider as well is we're in a season with all Big Brother people. Mm-hmm. I think maybe for the first time ever, we are going to see a pure social game happen in this Amazing Race season. Like whether it is built into this season or not, there will be a social game at play in this season of Amazing Race because these are Big Brother players and their family members. Like we are going to see it happen. I can't wait to see how this turns out because it's like it is inherently in them. Even if they're not playing Big Brother currently, they're playing Big Brother. Like everyone is going to want to play the strategy of, okay, who do I need to be working with? Who do we need to be targeting? Like, and I feel like Amazing Race producers are going, like, even with this day one immediate twist, there are going to be things built in that feel a little bit Big Brother in these ways. So I feel like we're going to get elements that feel a little Big Brother. And I feel like the players are going to play Big Brother through the format of Amazing Race. And I'm so excited to see that. And I think there are players like Natalie who can really capitalize on that because of how strong of a social game she has played in the seasons that we've seen her play before.
Absolutely. I think we're definitely, go ahead.
And I think that, you a lot of times, sometimes in Amazing Race, you have to do like some dirty tricks to another team and everything. And I think Natalie and if they both, exactly. And who's going to roadblock Natalie? They're going to be like, really? Why? Like if someone,
no one's going to U-turn Natalie.
U-turn Natalie. I'm going to U-turn you.
And on your other point, I'm excited to see how Phil like reacts to like alliances and like social. Because I remember a few seasons back, there was like I think the top 3 had like an alliance like earlier on in the season, and Phil looked pretty visibly disgusted that they were doing that and basically shutting out the rest of the team. But that's how they did it to get to the finale. So it'll be interesting when these players. That's where they come from. They come from a world of strategizing, making alliances. Even if it's much less valuable in Amazing Race, there is some value to having an alliance. It worked out in that season before, where those 3 teams did not touch each other, and they would just turn off they would trade who was in first, and they just wouldn't touch each other if there was a U-turn or anything like that. And it worked out. So
absolutely. I mean, we could definitely see it, because I think you said something that was very on the nail, Logan, when you said they're going to play Big Brother even if it's not Big Brother, because we've seen it in every show that any Big Brother player has been on. We've seen it in Traitors, we've seen it on The Challenge, we've seen it on Survivor, we've seen it on Amazing Race when they did it. It's just Big Brother people. I mean, and not even just Big Brother people, because let's be honest, we all met, well, except Michael, we all met playing strategic games online. And even in games where the games don't cause for that, we still play that.
Exactly.
Even in things that does not cause for that. I mean, heck, even on this channel when we do drafts, we all think strategically. But we do that strategy because it's embedded in us to play strategically. And then like, okay, well, if you don't want to pick that person, I'm gonna pick that person. Do you want that person? We just do it naturally. It's just innate, and I think it's just innate in these people, and it's going to be interesting to watch. I can't wait.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Absolutely. Let's keep it moving, because we talked about Natalie and Stephanie enough. Because it's time to talk about, well, we're going to talk about Jack and Enzo. Jack, I don't know you, so we're going to talk about Jack and Enzo.
Jack!
Yeah, Jack, because we can't even have that be one name.
Jack is a financial analyst, and Enzo is a line boat handler from New Jersey, Martin, New Jersey, and Bayonne, New Jersey, consecutively. And Enzo has competed in seasons 12 and 22 of Big Brother. And
we know.
He played in the challenge as well and quit in the finale because he couldn't do it, and it pisses me off. So I will not be speaking on Jack and Enzo because I don't wanna. But you all feel free.
I can only say from experience, like the seasons I've seen Enzo on are not my favorite. I think, So, I think I'll be honest, I think he gets cussed a lot because when he's like riffing and talking, it's entertaining for people who've never seen it before. But I don't know. I've watched All Stars 2 live feeds, and 90 days of seeing that cadence, it loses its luster pretty quickly. So that's I'm not sure really about this team. Enzo wasn't. I mean, you said he made it to the finale of the challenge, so I'm kind of surprised because I don't think he won anything in All Stars 2 or Big Brother 12. Did he win anything?
I would have to check back through the records, but I believe the answer is a no.
I feel like Lane and Hayden were like trading off wins in that season, and that was the powerhouse of the alliance.
So Big Brother 12, he won 1 veto in week 8. And in Big Brother 22, he won 2 HOHs in week 4 and 11, and then also a veto in week 1.
Oh, I cannot believe
I forget all about
I can't believe I forgot something about All Stars 2. So
yeah, there's a reason we don't remember anything about All Stars 2, and it is partially Enzo's fault. That season was rife with pre-gaming and very boring gameplay to the point where it just became, so if you didn't join the pregame outside, you have wasted your time and you should have stayed home. And I don't like anyone that contributed to that. Janelle was in talks for this season, but declined because they weren't paying her enough, and they should have and replaced Enzo. Next person.
Mhm.
No, I'm frankly very happy Janelle isn't on this cast.
Oh, well, fair.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's actually fair.
Thrilled Janelle ain't here either. I plead the Pomara Fifth on this man, and Jack, the man next to this man. I'm sorry that this is your brother. Moving on.
Are they brothers? Oh, they are brothers. Yeah.
We've moved on to
all
not
right.
Turner.
It's Matt and Turner and Megan.
I'm calling him Turner. I'm sorry.
Matt,
This
yeah,
man is
Turner
Turner.
and Megan. It's
This is
we know
Turner.
him as Turner. He's Turner.
Yeah.
I'm
Y'all ain't
sorry.
gonna convince me this is Matt. I'm sorry. This
No.
is Turner.
And they were newlyweds on the show, but they are now been gotten married. So they're they're married. I mean, not newlyweds, so they were fiance and whatever, but they're married now. We love that. From Providence, Rhode Island, and Matt Turner competed in season 24 of Big Brother. Turner.
What an interesting casting choice. I gotta be real honest, y'all.
Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I wanted this casting.
No.
Because I wanted Megan to be on Big Brother. Because we heard so much about Megan during the season that I was like, and she was very actively online. I really enjoyed Megan online during that season, during that time. And I liked her personality online. And so I was like, me personally would love to see Megan in the Big Brother house doing what she does, and seeing how she works with there. I don't mind this casting, but I'm not like super excited about this casting because I want to see Megan on Big Brother and not on here because I feel like The Amazing Race is good for what it is, but it's not good for us seeing fully people's personalities because we just see them in challenges. We see them in pressure situations. So we know how they act under pressure in certain situations, but we don't get to see their personalities play out like you would see in the Big Brother house. So I kind of want to see Megan there, but sure. I just am not drawn to Turner. I've never been drawn to Turner. So like even in the Big Brother house, I mean, I was just like, okay, Turner's there. Turner did one good thing when he did the leftover situation. That was the one good thing that he did. And I was like, period. But other than that, he disappointed me.
He did two things. Had to be sacrificed at Final 3 in order for Taylor Hale to win the game.
Absolutely.
So, you know what?
Absolutely. I agree with that. So 100%.
Had to be taken out by Monty in order for Taylor to win. So, that's fine.
That's great. I just was never like a huge fan. Like I wanted to see him more and more and more. But he did what he needed to do for the leftovers. And I was like, yes, work. You can stay for as long as Taylor needs you to stay. And that was to the Final 3. So there we go. But Turner, Megan, sure.
Bisexual representation, cool.
Sure.
Excited for Megan. That's really, honestly, those are my thoughts on these two.
I will say, I mean, you brought it up, Lana. Like, definitely give flowers to Turner from being a big part of keeping Big Brother 24 from being an absolute dumpster fire.
Absolutely.
Like, it was going the way of 21, and then Turner's HOH U-turns the entire thing into probably one of my favorite seasons of the modern era. So, yeah. And I do like Turner. I think he's a chill guy. He did talk a lot about Megan, and this is actually this cash reveal is the first time I've seen Megan. I never really kind of looked her up, and she is gorgeous. Congrats! That good for you, Turner. That's amazing. Yeah. Also, have we ever had a tie-dye team on Amazing Race?
Yes.
Team Fun.
Team Fun was tie-dye, and Rupert. And his wife was
Laura. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, if Rupert was on, then yes, there would be a team tie-dye.
Yeah, Rupert and Laura were, and then Team Fun the second time.
Team Fun was tie-dye, yes.
Okay.
We're tie-dye as well.
But he's a nice guy. He was a positive influence on the Big Brother season that he was in. And I do agree. Interesting casting choice because I don't really get much outside of him other than that. But he could surprise me. So, I leave room for people to surprise me. And I'm excited to get to know Megan as well. So,
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I'm more interested in the person you're bringing on than you, maybe a little contentious. Especially dropping probably the most interesting thing I remember about Turner, his name. You could tell me, oh yeah, Matt from BB24. I'd be like, who?
Ooh.
But yeah, no, he didn't really do anything. He kind of just kept screwing up to the point where he was never going to win. And I mean, maybe he cannot screw up here and cut all of his allies randomly.
Maybe.
Megan will keep him in check.
Well, maybe their job this time is to help Taylor and Kyland win $1 million. So maybe that's the goal. Who knows?
I mean,
I'll also say, good.
I say Turner is very used to traveling and being dirty and not showering for days. So I think he's going to be just fine on the Amazing Race, where he can just go from place to place, and he's very nomadic. I love that for him, and I love that for Megan. He doesn't shower for days, and he doesn't need to on the Amazing Race. You just go and you go and you go, especially if they do a mega leg. You don't have time to shower. Yeah, good for you, Turner. I hope he has plenty of bucket hats. It's hot out there. The sun is shining. Go.
You are too much. I can't stand you.
Over under that we get like another Muffin Gate on Amazing Race.
I'm gonna say honestly,
Under.
because Kat Dunn is on this cast, I'm gonna say +2.
Fair.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it. But anyway, let's move on from Megan and Turner to Izzy and Paige.
Let's go, lesbians!
Yes! We are talking Izzy and Paige, and yes, people are excited about Izzy and Paige. I'm excited about Izzy and Paige. We've heard a lot about Paige from Izzy on the show, so I'm excited to see Paige. Izzy and Paige, both 34 flautist is Izzy. 32 lighting designer is Paige. They're engaged from New York City, and Izzy competed on season 25 of Big Brother. And we all know I know this says Izzy Gelcher, but we all know this is Izzy Fields. So let's stop playing. This is Izzy Fields. And I'm excited for them because if you watch season 25 and you tell me you didn't like Izzy, I don't trust you. Because Izzy was the manic player that we always wanted to see on Big Brother. Izzy was cool when she needed to, and then all of a sudden, I hate that guy. I can't stand that dude. And I'm like, love it. Love Izzy. Izzy was me on the show when she saw Cirie Fields, because how Izzy played, I would have played in the house with Cirie Fields. Anything you want to do, Cirie, I'm doing it. Let's do it. I roll with you. And if somebody come for you, I'm going for their neck, and I don't care how it makes me look. Izzy, love Izzy down. Love Izzy down. And I am so excited that we get Izzy back on our screens. And the way Izzy talked about Paige and how much he adores her, I love that we get to finally meet Paige and see Paige on our screens. This is lovely. I'm excited. I'm excited for this choice.
The Fields dynasty have completed the trifecta! Yes! It counts.
It counts.
It counts.
It counts.
She has been adopted. It counts. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about it.
It counts.
My commentary is let's go lesbians. That's all. Let's go lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I fucking love these two, and let's go lesbians.
You guys said everything that I was thinking of. I'm a little surprised she's not playing with her mother, Cirie Fields. But if we're gonna have Cirie on Amazing Race, we're not gonna have the other family member. Let's have Izzy. So,
Exactly. I think
if-
Sari was actually too busy filming something
Australia.
else. I think she was
Okay.
filming Australia versus the world at the same
Yeah.
time.
Oh, really?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
That would track. But yeah, I'm so excited to see Izzy. She's a big reason why the first half of Big Brother 25 is the good half of Big Brother 25, because she was such a chaotic, fun energy. I can't wait to see like the antics that she gets into. I can't wait to see the romance between her and Paige. That's going to be so lovely to watch. I can't wait to see her say amazing lines like "I hate that I can't hate him" or like "I want to f him up." This is all about Cameron, by the way. Sorry, I named him. Oops.
how dare you say his name on this channel? The last time we said it was during reindeer games, and we swore we would never do it again.
Well, now I know because I wasn't here for reindeer.
It's fine. It's fine. You're learning. It's fine. It's fine.
Everybody gets
new
one.
guy.
Yeah, new guy.
Everybody
gets
gets one. It's fine, baby. Don't worry. About it.
Izzy is the person who should have gotten Zombie Week, honestly. So,
Oh, so
Speak-
should have gotten it.
Speak on it, please.
anyways, but yes, I'm so excited to see Izzy here. She is amazing TV. I recently watched like a podcast with her on it, and she was hilarious. I cannot wait to have her on my screen again. She's amazing. I hope they actually show her Big Brother episodes. Edited episodes did not show as much as they should have of her. So I'm hoping that Amazing Race gives her flowers, because she is amazing reality TV, and so excited for this group.
One, I will never complain about seeing queer people on my TV. So always going to not only be happy to see it, but immediately be like, I'm in, I'm sold, I want to see y'all do really well. Unfortunately, I can't say win because there is someone I want to see win on this cast. That is, the obvious choice. But I remembered really loving Izzy basically being able to play out a super fan's dream of both Big Brother and Survivor at the same time. Played
While
ultimately
not being a Big Brother super fan. That's the other thing. While not knowing anything. She was a Survivor fan. She knew nothing about Big Brother and then stumbled into a Big Brother game with her favorite Survivor player. Like it is one of the dumbest Big Brother coincidences that has ever happened. And now she's like kind of sort of literally completing the trifecta. It's so dumb. Sorry, Jack.
No,
it's
you're
so
good.
dumb in the best way.
It's so dumb and it's so beautiful in the best way. And I am now ready to see what Izzy does on this season. I will note, funnily enough, there is a different way the trifecta could have been completed if a team did drop out. So just as a small side note, Corey and Zach of Big Brother 25 and Survivor 42 were the backup team in case anyone fell through last minute, meaning we could have, via very weird technicality, had the trio the
trifecta would have been completed by technicality, by family.
It would have been completed, yeah.
It would have been great, and I would have loved to see it, but this is great.
This is great.
Let's go, lesbians.
Let's talk about who I'm here to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my winner is here. My winner is here. And let's just put, and Kyland is here too, but let's just say I'm going to do a David Healy. I met them both. I literally had breakfast with the both of them. We sat and talked. Shush. Let me get my thoughts out. I had
This is your moment. Have it.
Thank you. We had breakfast together. We talked for 2 hours. It was a lovely time, and I have pictures to prove it. Just want to put that out there. I am excited about this couple. Number one, we didn't know they were dating at the time that they did this, but I should have known because I think they were dating when I met them in Orlando. Because
Probably.
because this was supposed to be a breakfast with me, David, and Taylor. That was it. And then Kyland just was like, "Oh, I'll join too." And we were like, "Oh, okay then, sure." And they were very, hanging out a lot throughout Orlando. So I was like, "Oh, so maybe they were dating at the time," which is fine. But it is Kyland Young and Taylor Hill. Um, Kyland competed on season 23, part of the amazing historic Cookout Alliance, which, period. And then Taylor competed and won season 24 as part of the Leftover Alliance, which, okay, period. I love them. This is a dangerous team. This is a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous team because Kylan has also competed in the challenge several times. Came very close to winning the challenge one of his years. So this team right here, yeah. And they just look so cute together. So even if they're dating or not dating anymore, they just look so cute together. I love this team. I am excited about this team.
They are dangerous and they are in danger, girl.
Mm.
The target is large and painted red squarely on both of their backs. I hope and pray. I hope and I pray. But what CBS has done so conveniently for both of these two individuals is padded this cast with several of their friends. So I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't make it more obvious if you fucking tried that you want Kyland and Taylor to do well on this season. And I understand why. You hired Taylor to do Unlocked now. I see it. I understand it. Y'all like Taylor. You like Kyland. I get it. You padded the damn cast with a member of the Cookout, a member of Taylor's final three, and several many friends of theirs. Please make it more obvious you want them to do well. They're also the only all Big Brother team.
What I will not do is allow any slander on the name of Taylor Hill and Kyland that the production that production tried to make it unfair for them. I'm not going to allow that this kind, even if it may be true. I won't allow us to say it because I just want to think in my brain of the Lulu that Kylan and Taylor have the exact same chances as everybody else on this cast to go as far or as not far as they possibly can in this game. And if that makes me delusional, then and so be it. I will take it. But the production did not rig this for them in any way.
Convince yourself.
It's very convinced. I'm done. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this group. Obviously.
I'm sorry.
Obviously, I am too. Hello.
I'm sorry. I just love living in delusion land with them.
Delusion.
Convince yourself.
I'm very convinced.
But yeah, I'm super excited to see it. They're obviously two of probably the biggest characters from Big Brother of the past few years. Taylor Hill, probably the biggest winner, maybe ever. And Kyland was part of the Cookout, which actually the most successful alliance in Big Brother history. Also, a huge statement that they made in the show, which I believe Taylor said inspired her to apply to Big Brother. So, I mean, we're seeing, like, I'm happy that they're here. They represent everything great about Big Brother. Taylor, I mean, they're thumbing the scale a little bit. I mean, it is because Taylor is the biggest Big Brother player of maybe all time. I don't know. I think she's on the Mount Rushmore now for sure. And CBS wants to make sure that at the very least she's here long so that we can enjoy her time here, whether or not she takes it all or goes far. CBS makes these decisions, but they're going to, even if there's certain advantages in the casting. They're both fierce competitors. Even without the advantages, they're well equipped to do extremely well in this race. And I'm so excited to see both of them. That's all I gotta say.
I do not care if the cast is a little bit stacked for the both of them.
Thank you, Jack.
Because I want to see Mother get another fucking win.
Period.
Is it potentially unfair? Yeah, absolutely. Do I care? No. At the end of the day, I mean, the reason that there is a fun little storyline in Kyland helped bring Taylor in, and now Taylor is helping bring Kyland in. I mean, we do know that he was a last-minute call, so at the end of the day, this little extra boost is pure coincidence. But I do think this on paper, other than probably one other team, which is just like, yeah, no shit, they're going to do really well. This is easily like, it is that team or Kyland and Taylor who are going to win this season. I'm almost 100% certain.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited about this. And thrilled.
I would like Taylor to take $1.3 million from CBS. Let me make that very clear.
Absolutely would love to see.
Absolutely would love to see that happen. I'm just like, also, y'all couldn't have put, like, I don't know. Y'all couldn't have put Brittany back on. Come on now.
I mean, she already did Amazing Race. She already did.
Okay, put her back on.
I think they were trying not to get repeats. Because if that was the case, then we'd be like, what happened to Rachel?
Where's Helen?
Oh, well, we won't even talk about the
Helen was pushed.
We ain't even getting to that because that's a Big Brother conversation that will be.
If she was, do you want her to get pushed on another season?
Right.
Yes, at least she would have been here.
But yes, Kyland
over
Taylor.
Enzo.
Anybody could have been over Enzo. Let's be honest.
Yes.
But, yeah, unfortunately, they absolutely just wanted someone from All Stars.
Rockstar would have been a beautiful choice over Enzo. Now, come on now.
I would have enjoyed Rockstar.
I would have enjoyed Rockstar.
Yes, me
and she's
too.
gotten so involved in the community too. After she wasn't a fan when she came on, but she's a fan now, and she's been
her and her new partner would have been a beautiful choice.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess not.
We'll move to Kat Dunn and
the bitches are conspiring.
They are conspiring. They are conspiring big time. Kat Dunn, she's an influencer, and they're dating Alex, who's a photographer from Dallas, Texas, and Kat competed on season 21. And I must say, on the season of 21 of Big Brother, I did not like this woman at all. But after the season was over and she showed herself to be a little bit better on outside than she was inside, I learned and grew to appreciate Kat. Now, will I say I like her? No, but I appreciate her. I appreciate her for what she does. And when watching the the podcast that she does do. When she does have people on there, she is not afraid to ask the hard questions, and she would get all up in there. But if they start trying to play in her face, and I love to see it. So I do appreciate Kat outside of the Big Brother house. And I'm interested to see how this is somebody who I'm interested actually to see how they do in this game, because we didn't get to see Kat do well in challenges during the season of Big Brother. She didn't, I don't think she won anything. I don't think she did. I could be wrong, but I don't think she did. So I want to see how Kat competes, how well she competes, and if Alex is someone who will help or hinder her throughout this challenge. So I'm excited to see what Kat can do, because I think out of all the people who are here, who are Big Brother players, she's the one who won the least, and we didn't get to see a lot of competitions, or maybe if she not maybe not even won the least, but we didn't get to see her win on the show. So I want to see what she can do here.
Yeah, I don't think it comes as any surprise. I think I'm the most excited for Kat down here. Are you bitches conspiring against me is a quote that I have taken with me since BB21. I just think she's so dumb and stupid in the best way. I didn't particularly love her on the show either. I just found her dumb and delusional in the best way. But I do agree, Lana. I think seeing her after the show, I think she really learned from seeing herself on the show. I think she's one of the best BB post show, like, I guess, success stories, for lack of a better term for it, and really realizing, oh, I don't think I necessarily came off the best on the show, and 21 is not the best season for her to have been on. So I'm really excited for her to get another season of reality TV to be on here. I follow her on Instagram, so I've seen her and her boyfriend pretty frequently. She also does a lot with reality TV casting now. So I'm really excited to get to see her step back into the reality TV world now with Alex as well. I think this is a really cool casting choice, not one I at all expected. I don't think any of us ever expected to see Kat Dunn back on TV. But I'm really thrilled to see her, and I'm really excited to see what she can do. I agree with you, Lana. She is my wild card. This is my wild card team of the season. I really don't know what they could do. They could go out early, or they could make it to the end of the season. I really don't know. But I think Kat, from what we know, has the social skills to potentially do really well in this season.
I agree. As far as like season 21, look, there was a lot of toxicity on that season. Kat was not directly she was not in 6 shooters. She was not in Hateful, Grateful. So she was tangentially related to one of the women and the Watermelon Man. So, so she was not like directly a catalyst of the toxicity on that season, but it didn't absolve her for there were a lot of people who could have spoken up in those situations and didn't. And Kat, I think, either was aloof or knew what was going on, or she knew what was going on, but just didn't say anything because she was powerless. She was a pawn star on 21. I do love how involved she's gotten in the community, the Big Brother community since then. I think she's probably the most active from that season. I'm trying to think anybody else that's more active, but
there was one other
Ovi is another one.
Yeah, Ovi. I was going to say there's one other one, but we kind of shunned her after All Stars.
Yeah,
fair. And she's taken a step back, as I understand.
Yeah, she should.
But yeah, Kat is somebody. I mean, we just talked about Rockstar, somebody who I've enjoyed off the show a lot more than. I mean, I enjoyed Rockstar on the show for being chaotic and everything, but they've shown a lot of really positive, great qualities off the show as well. And so I'm excited to see Kat here. I love this picture here. They look really cute together. So I hope that they shine, and if they can work together as a group, then they can make it really fun. That's really the make or break for Amazing Race.
And the blue team has done very, very well as of recent seasons.
This is potentially the best choice you could have made for this season on paper. Kat is someone that from her season and moving forward, she has been very vocal and supportive of essentially everyone. She's become probably the biggest super fan of the show that had been casted. And now seeing her get to play with basically a bunch of people who played after her is going to be really, really interesting. I will also note, I'm honestly just excited to see what she can do with those connections. Obviously, this is another kind of like outcast choice, but I'm happy that she's thriving. I'm happy that Ovi is thriving, and everyone else on that season. Cliff, maybe happy you're doing well. Everyone else can kind of burn. So good to see that we're bringing the good people back.
I think it's a good point that Kat. One thing to note: Kat does a lot of exit interviews since her season, and so the majority of this cast she has talked to directly, and she has at least a working rapport with a lot of people. So don't count her out as like maybe a pre-gamed group or something like that.
Oh, I would even go further. I think Kat is maybe the most involved person on this cast. I think Kat probably knows everyone on this cast to an extent. I don't think you can say the same for everybody on this cast. So I think as we were kind of talking about with her social connections, I think Kat might be one of the most dangerous players on this season. And if there is some sort of social strategy, additional twist kind of situation added onto this season, if people don't look out for Kat and Alex, I really think they could sneak under the radar, do very, very consistently well throughout the season, and make it to the end of the season very, very easily, because other bigger targets are going to get taken out before they do. Because who's going to U-turn Kat and Alex?
Yeah.
Sure. Jas and Jag.
I'm sorry. Why?
We know why.
We know
Let's
why.
Jas and Jag, brothers, entrepreneurs from Omak, Washington, and Jag competed and won season 25 of Big Brother. And Jag is known as the challenge beast of the season. And that is why Jag is here. Because they want beast challenges on this show. And Jag is one of them. We can say a lot about Jag, like him or not like him. He played a really good game with Big Brother. As for someone who was eliminated and brought back, and then went on to win the whole dang show because he took out the right people. So when it got to the end, he can just smoke everybody. He just smoked everybody in these challenges that was thrown before him. Am I a fan of Jag? No. Am I not a fan of Jag because I tried to beat Jag and he shunned me in Orlando? Yes. That is the reason I personally don't care for the man. And it's other people who I've met and they shunned me and I don't care for them, but they're not on this season. You are. So therefore, Jag, when I see you again in Orlando, shun me again. I dare you to shun me again. I will speak on you in a very poor manner for the rest of my life. I'm trying. I tried to give you a shot, but you shunned me in Orlando last year, and I didn't like that. I took that a little personal because I waited to talk to you. I stood in line. I did all of these things. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right, Jag. It's okay. I'm gonna give you one more chance, though. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan, but I do think he's going to do well in this competition. So there we go. That's all I have to say. I waited until this picture popped up so I could bring that up, Jag. I did because you shunned me. And I don't like to be shunned, sir. I don't like it. I just like it. I am done.
The gays were too stunned to speak.
Yeah.
These are
Well,
my
fuck
friends, Jag, so they don't really care
Yeah.
about you either anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck Jag.
I don't know. I don't speak for them. I don't know. But go.
Who's she?
Oh, right. We don't know.
Who's she?
Fucking Jag.
think-
no.
I think you said like exactly. He's a competition beast. That's why he's here.
Mhm.
I would
I-
argue there's another reason as well.
I mean, he is the first. I don't want to say it wrong. To win the show. His
Yeah.
yeah. You just said Jag just said it. Yeah,
Speak.
first to win the show, and you can't have representation all across the board with all these different people, and he won. You don't just not invite the first winner to win
He's the first Seek House guest ever, and then
and then he won.
So yeah.
So yeah,
I see it.
I did enjoy that perspective. I learned a lot about Sikhism through Jag, and I think he's a really nice guy. As far as like his game of Big Brother, I'll be honest, I kind of attribute a lot of its social successes to somebody else in his alliance, but he is very good at competitions, and in Big Brother, competitions help you wield power. And when you wield power, you get by. So, I mean, what was it? What was that?
Matt.
Yeah. I think Bowie Jane to be dumb.
Matt is the reason he's
Fucking
there.
Bowie Jane.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, because that was the social chops there. But again, like we said before, even though that we do think there's going to be some social gameplay in this season, Amazing Race really is first and foremost about the challenges, about the tasks, and about how well you can do these kinds of odds and ends stuff, which is kind of Big Brother. It's a lot of carnival games. It's a lot of weird stuff that Jag was very good at. So
This was the other team I mentioned, other than Kyland and Taylor, who literally after viewing the cast photos, I said, yep, they are more than likely going to win or do really, really well in this season. I hard bet, like almost immediately, finalists. So yeah, I mean, they invited the last three winners to play. They also invited X, but he just didn't do it because they didn't pay him enough. So yeah, he's here because he won. And also because he was a comp beast. It makes sense casting wise. It'll be interesting to see what he does. Happy to see the representation. Didn't really care for him and thought he didn't play a great game on BB25 and got saved by a lot of circumstances. So
he also was voted out.
he also was voted out. Yeah, that's the major circumstance, is that his best ally was given a power to stop his eviction specifically.
The representation is phenomenal. I am excited to get to know Jas because we heard so much about him. I'm bored.
Fair.
Okay, we move.
Yay!
Yes. Joseph and Adam Abden, from Palm Beach, Florida, and Miami, Florida. Joseph is an attorney, and Adam is a law student. And I will again say, I met this man, and this is the nicest human being you ever want to meet in Joseph Abden. I will forever sing his praises. He is the nicest person in the world. I was waiting. He was one of the people I wanted to meet last year, and I was almost stalking him around the hotel, around the area of the club area that we were in, and he was looking. This is what he said to me. I was looking at him, and he was looking at me, and I was stalking him. But he was talking to a lot of people. Every time he moved, somebody would grab him and talk to him. But I was just standing in the background, just waiting for my time to say something. And I just never could do it. Never could talk to him, never could do it. One of the ladies who I was there with, she was more into talking to everybody. Like she knew a lot of people. So she just went up and walked him and grabbed him and was like, hey, my friend is really interested in meeting you and she wants to talk to you. And so he came over and he was like, you know what? I was watching you and I was like, is she on a reality show? I thought you were on a reality show. He thought I was on some show. So he was like, I don't really want to bother her.
Well, you
and I'm
should
like,
have been by now, but that's beyond the point.
well, I mean, and so I was
Somebody
like,
cast her, please. Somebody,
Yes,
somebody
please.
somewhere, cast her. Thank you. Next.
but he's like, I thought you were on a reality show. And I was like, oh no, I'm just a fan, just a fan. And so he talked to me. One of my friends who was there wanted to meet him. Nay, y'all know Nay. Nay
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
meet him, and I went to find her when I got to him, and he was like, I'll be here. And so when I went to find her, they couldn't meet. She had left already, and so I told him I was like, oh, she's left already. He was like, oh, well, you want me to make a video for her? He suggested just making a video. And so I pulled out my phone and he made a video and sent it to her. And literally, she sent me a text message like 2 weeks ago. It was like, hey, do you still have that video? And I was like, yeah. And so I sent it back to her. And so she was just like, I just remember that moment. It was so sweet. And I thank you so much. And so I sent him a message thanking him for letting me have that message. He was like, anytime, it's so sweet. And he was like, and I tell you that whole weekend, every time he saw me, he was like, are you okay? You need anything? You good? You need anything? And I was like, oh, no, I'm fine. One time he was like, you need some water? And I was like, I'm good. And he was like, no, I'm going to go grab you some water. He grabbed me a water. Like, this man was so nice for no reason at all. For no reason at all. He didn't know me from Steve. So I love this man. When I saw he was on this cast, I jumped and screamed I was like, yes. Not only is he hot, because I told him I was like, he was the finest person on that show for me. And I was like, but he's just so nice and he's so sweet. And now we get to finally see Adam, because Adam was the person who we saw and heard a lot about during the season. Adam was the third man to get us all the back information on the Joseph Taylor situation that we wanted to see once they got out of the house. Adam was the guy. He was like, y'all want to see some Joseph Taylor interactions? I got you. He was putting it all online for us. So I was like, work, Adam. So I'm excited for this team. I love Joseph. I'm sure I'm gonna love Adam, because you just can't be brothers and be too different. I think they're gonna be cut from the same cloth, and I'm excited to see them on my screen.
Don't send them to a festival. Please.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Don't send them to a festival.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Don't put them in a festival anywhere.
The jump scares and the trauma from that. I
don't care where the festival is. I don't care what the festival is. I don't care what they're doing at the festival. I don't care what the occasion of the festival is. I don't give a single fuck. Do not under any circumstances make these men go to a festival. I swear to God, Amazing Race production, I will find you.
Don't you dare.
And I will write a strongly worded email to you.
You see my finger?
About how disappointed I am.
Don't you dare.
Do you see my hand and her finger? I will be so upset if this man has to go through another festival experience. If he is eliminated by another goddamn festival.
A twist at all.
Not a twist at all. I'm going to be so... He deserves to be eliminated properly if that is what is supposed to happen on this season. I hope not, but if that is how it's supposed to happen, then I need it to be a normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill, I'm sorry, but you are the last team to arrive. You have been eliminated from the race. Elimination from Phil Kogan. And if anything else fucks with these two men, I'm going to cry, scream, and throw up.
It better not be a U-turn on them, ever.
I swear I'm going to cry, scream, and throw up.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we better see a lot of Joseph on this season. I mean, for obvious reasons. for obvious reasons, for one. But also, I mean, Joseph was just the kindest, sweetest. Like, he was kind of the heart and the hype man of the Leftovers.
Yes.
He was a large part of how it got formulated, because like they were forming it and he was just hyping it up, and so everybody got excited, and so they committed to it, and that was the rest of the season. I'm really happy to see Joseph here. I'm happy to see Adam here. Adam is a large part of why Joseph was such a memeable like presence on Big Brother. Whenever the Joseph parentheses 25 parentheses is greater than Joseph parentheses 24 parentheses,
yes,
Adam was there posting on his socials, reinforcing it. And so now I'm excited to meet the man behind the memes that was all along on Joseph's socials. And also we get to find out, is Joseph parentheses 28 parentheses greater than Joseph parentheses 25 parentheses. I love this group. Everything I've heard is he's such a sweet guy, and I'm glad that he's back on another show, and he's with all his friends, as we've discussed before. So
I'm excited.
What is the resultant at this point? So it's Martin booking The Circle and Big Brother and America's Got Talent. Domino falls, Adam is on The Amazing Race. Like, we've stacked so many dominoes at this point, it's insane. I am genuinely so happy to see the both of them playing this game, especially right now. With the state of the world, I don't think I need to say what I need to say here, but exactly. And they very much are showing it. And if you can, donate, support. But
links will be below.
But Joseph was an amazing part of BB24. And as y'all have said, got robbed by a twist that basically hard screwed him over, and then also that white man. So yeah, no, I'm so happy to see him get another shot, especially with a good friend in Taylor.
They did date for a while, and they
dated for a while. They weren't dating while here, right?
No.
It was after
Kyland and Taylor were dating.
While here.
This happened.
Which I just want to be clear, Amazing Race producers, if you try and do anything with this, you're not going to platter. Next question.
Because Joseph and Taylor are friends, and they were friends even after the breakup. So that should be a very non-issue for this.
But yeah, they better not do. I mean, Joseph is basically the Kaser of the modern era. So like he's this lovable like Muslim representation of the show, and I'm excited to see him again. No twist, please.
Absolutely,
and
hot.
Oh,
that speaks for itself. He's displaying it for us.
Well,
he knows why he's here.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. I was making the Kaser comparison again.
Yes, absolutely, because Kaser is hot too. Kaser's daddy, and Joseph is son of daddy.
Daddy in training.
Because baby is so
I'm like,
good.
He's my age. I can't say that yet.
I'm cougaring right now, looking at Joseph Abden, and I don't mind. I don't care. And Joseph is such a good, like, he is doing a lot, raising money. So if you want to help, besides with the links that will be in our description, go to his Instagram, check out the links of the people who he's supporting, and he's raising a lot of money and fundraising for Free Palestine and a lot of other organizations. So go check him out, because this man is just a good person in general, all the way around good person. He deserves everything he gets, the best in everything he gets. Truly. Let's keep it moving. Tucker and Eric are America's favorite player, Tucker.
Yeah.
I mean, he won, even if you voted for him or not. Tucker and Eric, brothers from Brooklyn, New York, and Boston, Massachusetts. Tucker has competed on season 26 of Big Brother. We all know why Tucker's here. Again, Tucker was a huge part of season 26 at the very beginning of season 26. Winning lots of competitions, making a lot of noise in the house. He got himself into a showmance with someone who we will talk about later. Tucker was a presence on Big Brother 26, and he ended up winning America's favorite player. Honestly, Tucker's a decent dude that I've seen. He seems like a decent guy. We've heard him talk about his brother, but we didn't get to see a lot or hear a whole lot. We heard him talk about it, but not a lot. So I'm interested to see the dynamic between Tucker and Eric. I don't want to keep talking about meeting people, but I met him and he seems like a decent dude. But I couldn't get a whole lot out of him. I mean, I took a picture with him and everything. He was cool. We talked. But I couldn't get a whole lot out of him because he was too busy tonguing down his woman at the time because they were just all over each other like a wet paper napkin. And it was like, okay, cool. I love to see it. Love to see it. But it was fresh out of the house. So, of course, what do you expect? But they were cool. He was a cool dude. I'm excited to see what he does, how he works how he works with his brother. So it's gonna be interesting.
He's there. That's all. I have just never been the world's biggest fan of Tucker, but I agree with you, Lana. He does seem like a very cool guy outside of the house. I have nothing inherently negative to say about Tucker. I just particularly don't care for him. That's all. But I am interested in being proven wrong and excited to be reintroduced to Tucker.
Okay. Is that all for real this time?
Yes.
I love that's all. But then it was this. That's all. But then it was this. But that's all.
But,
Yeah, Tucker.
I'm for real.
I'm always trying to find a way to put my foot in the door and like, is it my time?
I'm really
Is it
not.
my time?
I don't even know how to do it like so far in. So
Okay, good. It's not just me.
I don't talk that much.
Well, when you say that's all. I'm just giving some space.
And one more. No, okay.
Yeah, Tucker. He's America's favorite player from last season. I didn't vote for him. I voted for T-Core.
Me too.
Yeah,
Period.
T-Core. I loved T-Core. But Tucker is great. I do enjoy Tucker. I understand why he was America's favorite player. We talked about somebody earlier who people enjoy hearing that person riff a lot. Tucker is hilarious to hear him just talk and riff. Mm-hmm. He's just such a character, and he seems like genuinely a good guy. A chaotic individual, and his chaos led to really his demise in the game. I am trying to reinforce like these parts because on the current season of Big Brother, there was a contestant who really kind of soaked up a lot of my enjoyment for Tucker. But, going through like his resume and thinking back to the live feeds themselves, I did really enjoy Tucker. He was a comp beast. People voted him out. His own allies like basically put him up on the platter to send out because he was such a comp beast. And so I think that if Eric shows any sort of dexterity like Tucker does, then they're going to do really well because same thing as what we said with Jag. Tucker is very good at competitions. We even think maybe he threw that last competition that was his demise. So people still conspiracy theory about that. But I like Tucker. I'm excited to see him here. Again, he's here with a lot of his friends. So I'm sure he's going to do just fine. And I'm excited to meet and get to know Eric too. There's the family resemblance. They look very, very alike. So maybe they're cut from the same cloth too, or maybe they're complete opposites. So that'll be interesting to get to know Eric as well.
Yeah, I enjoyed Tucker as very much a random machine of chaos where somehow he just kept doing it and then essentially got punished for all that chaos by going out basically right before jury. Same thing, Michael, with like, yeah, my enjoyment of Tucker unfortunately has tanked via what he inadvertently caused in the next season. But ultimately, the right choice for the season, makes logical sense, ticks all the boxes. Excited to see how he does.
Wait, what did Tucker do?
He
In
kept
this season?
volunteering for the block.
He kept
so
volunteering
that's
for the
why.
block,
So that's
and
why
then
Kelly
not
was
using the
doing it.
veto.
Right.
He caused
then-
Kelly Jorgensen's reign of terror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I.
Because
Yeah.
Kelly was not a fan, and all she saw was Tucker. Only the first half of last season, which was Tucker just volunteering for the block and then playing the veto while on the block for somebody else. And she's like, brilliant gameplay. I'm like, did you get to where you got evicted?
Who needs a social game when you can play competitions and win?
Yeah.
And hey, it got her 7th somehow.
Well, got her further than him.
Hmm.
So there's that. Let's keep it moving. So you know what? Guess what? This is a good choice.
This is a good twist.
This is a good choice.
This is a good
choice. We got
good choice.
This is a good choice, y'all. We got Hannah Chada with her sister Simone Chada, both living in Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles, California. And Hannah was also a member of the Cookout in season 23. This is a good choice. I love me some Hannah Chada. And we heard so much about Simone from Hannah in the house and outside of the house. This is a big sister who is very happy and proud of her little sister, and she is not afraid to say it. I'm excited to meet Simone. We saw a little bit of Simone outside of the house when she, hanging out with Hannah. But I'm excited to see Simone in this setting and how she does on this show with her sister. I want to see the sister dynamic between the two of them. I know they're both proud of each other, but I want to see what their dynamic is when they're in pressure. Are they like me and my sisters when we just yell at each other and be like, girl, get it together. Da, da, da. And then after it's over, we all good again. And, I want to see what they're like. I'm excited for Hannah. I love Hannah. I loved her in 23. I love her post the house. I'm excited to see this dynamic in this duo.
They are going to cause the single most chaos on this season. Mark my words now.
Cool.
These two are going to fight the most. They're going to fight with other people the most. And they are going to cause the most chaos on this season.
I see another duo doing that.
Now.
I see another.
I really think it's going to be Hannah and Simone. I really just think, because I think Simone is not going to take shit from anyone. And Hannah is the type of sister where she's going to be like, well, damn it, I got to go defend my sister. And now I'm not going to take shit from anyone. even if it's someone that she's friends with, like, why are you coming after my sister? Like, and then they're going to end up bickering. And I feel like this is the sister dynamic that we're going to get from the two of them. I feel like, especially because they're both in their early 20s. I think that's the dynamic we're going to get from them. And I say all of this with the utmost positivity and love because I cannot wait to see these two play this race. I can't wait. I am so excited for these two. More Hannah Chada content, and I thank you. And now, more Simone Chada content, and I thank you. This is a good twist.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see Hannah on this season. Back in 23, part of the Cookout, she, at the time, I mean, I love all the Cookout now, but like at the time, like particularly, I loved Tiffany and I loved Hannah. They were kind of the two that I was hoping that would have went out from the Cookout. We kind of knew that was a long shot, but part of my favorite parts of the season, there's always something every single season on the live feeds that always sticks with me on a very personal level. And I remember when Derek X got voted out, and Tiffany and Hannah were basically mourning him together on the live feeds. And she just had such a vulnerable moment. And I was frustrated with this situation because I knew it was for like a good cause and everything, but these people that I really liked were getting voted out, and Hannah was kind of explaining that, but also they were kind of reaffirming what they were doing with the cookout, how important it was, and I remember she was crying really hard, and then Tiffany told her like basically we were called to do this, and it and I'm white, so I don't understand the Black experience. And that really kind of stuck with it. It made me kind of understand what it really meant to them. And I think I was frustrated with a lot of, my favorites going out. A lot of people really liked going out that weren't part of the cookout. But at that point, when I saw like how meaningful it was, and when Hannah kind of like took in Tiffany's words and kind of like nodded and kind of was like, yeah, I understand what we're doing is really important. It really, I still vividly remember when I first saw it, because it really filled my heart and made me understand on a personal level, like their perspective and the whole thing. And so I'm thankful for Hannah for being that vulnerable on the show. Outside of that sappy moment, I think she is a wonderful character. I think she is very lively. I loved her on the feeds. She is incredibly intelligent. And I think her being intuitive is definitely an asset on this show, because there's a lot of uncertainties and a lot of like, you have to make a judgment call at a lot of times in The Amazing Race. And so, and Simone's also a senior graduate student. So as far there's going to be the attitude, there's going to be the smarts. Hannah's also very physically capable as well. So I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to see them on this season. I love this group.
Hannah was a firecracker within the house. She was so much fun. She was constantly bringing entertainment. And I mean, another part of the cookout, I'm never going to stop saying how important that was. Honestly, if that doesn't happen, we may not still have Big Brother, genuinely. So I am always happy to see her. I'm happy to see Simone as well. It is a little strange now seeing someone who is younger than me on this show, because that doesn't feel like it should be happening, but it is. And I'm sorry to everyone else who now feels slightly older. But I'm just ready for all of them to. I'm just ready for them to smash it and also fight the entire time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. I do think they're going to be a great dynamic duo to watch. It's going to be fun. And I'm glad that we get Hannah back on the screen, because, I love seeing any members of the cookout at any time on the screen, because how important they are, like you said, Michael. And I'm so glad you mentioned that moment, because that was the moment that I think a lot of people who I was friends with at the time or watched the show with, really, who weren't Black, really understood why that was important. Because I know some people, even if you understand it, you don't really understand it. It's like, I mean, I know why they're doing it, but I still am mad. I think in that moment, seeing Hannah and Tiffany have that conversation, and it the for a lot of my friends was like, that was the moment it actually made sense. Like, that was the moment that it hit me like, oh, this isn't just a group of people who decided to kick people out that I like. This was for a reason. This was for a important reason, because of how representation is so important. And if you are always represented, you don't understand why representation is important. And so it was that moment that was like, okay. Now it makes sense. And I'm like, I mean, I love that it makes sense for everybody now, because that was just something we just didn't get to see. And as Black people who watch Big Brother, like, I watched Big Brother from the very beginning. I watched every season of Big Brother all the way up until that point. And to never see someone who looked like me even come close, besides Danielle Reyes in season 3, and nobody else comes close, is kind of disheartening. And you're like, why am I watching the show? Why should I apply to this show if we're never going to get a chance to actually win this show? So anytime I see the cookout members on my TV screen, in person, online, I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. And I'm going to say something that I never thought I'd say, even during season 23. it's time for y'all to put Derek Frazier back on TV.
Mhm.
I know we may not like him, you may not care for him, but this man was also part of this cookout, and they did some really good, important things, and he deserves to be recognized just as much as everybody else. Everybody else has had another opportunity to be on TV again. It's time we put Derek Frazier on TV
Yeah.
for another show. One more show.
Wholly agree. I think, I think just that season, just how important that the cookout was, and also I think
And
part
how
of me that I
successful
was,
they were.
yeah, and I was just frustrated at the time because I'm kind of a game bot. I enjoy good strategy, and Tiffany was just so clearly the best strategist of the season. And Hannah was right there, and I know both of them saw the pathway to the end if they turned on the cookout, and they chose not to. Then sacrificed their own game because the meaning of what they were doing was so much more. And Hannah has sacrificed a lot on her previous games. You know, I hope she goes far. I hope she does well. If she takes it all, I would cheer her on. That'd be amazing. So
I would love it.
And there's a gravity about that moment that we've been talking about because I remember watching that on feeds as well, Michael. There was a gravity about that moment that I had never seen as a Big Brother fan. We had not seen that in 23 seasons, and I don't think we're ever going to see anything like that again because nothing like that will ever happen on Big Brother again.
Or
and
could ever happen.
No, it will never happen again.
It couldn't even happen if we wanted it to. It could never happen again.
No. So for all of them to have had another opportunity, I'm really happy to see both Kyland and Hannah here. And I do agree. I don't particularly love Derek Frazier, but yes, he should have another opportunity at something.
He was largely a big reason why we were frustrated with the whole situation because
there was
a lot of us really did not like him at the time.
He could have been out the show a long time ago and we wouldn't have been mad, but
we wouldn't have had the big blue couch.
We wouldn't have had it wouldn't have been a complete cookout if we would have done that. And I like that it was successful with this alliance. It was one of the best put together alliances, and to make it all the way to the end, and that's the only people left in this house is from this one alliance.
It's the only time that's happened.
That is the only time it's happened.
Never time.
It's always that one person that infiltrates the alliance and something happens. It never.
Hey, Brittany.
Hello. It never happened before, and it will probably never happen again. And so I love this, but I love that Hannah's here. I'm glad we have her back. And Simone, we can't wait to meet you.
Yeah.
Period. Angela.
Talk about a
U-turn indeed, because
Brooke is not here to be the Angela Murray superfan. I'm really sorry to all of the Angela Murray superfans of the world. That is the reaction that we all just had.
I'm not sorry at all.
I know you're not.
Oof, Angela, Lexi, mother and daughter. Syracuse, Utah, Las Vegas, Nevada. Angela competed on season 26. I will not be speaking of this woman ever. I'm triggered, and I will turn my camera off until you all finish. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, Angela is here. She is certainly on this season. She is competing with her daughter. Let's see what the audience thinks.
Yeah. I think one of the things they bring Angela back for is that she is very aloof and she's very energetic in her aloofness. But I think a lot of why we're frustrated with her is her aloofness. There's a lot of things that she did in the house where she wasn't able to stop what she was doing and then see things from a different perspective. She would just kind of hammer away at her own perspective, which is funny when it's something frivolous like going after Matt, Crazy Eyes Matt, or something like that. But whenever it's like actual, like real world kind of situations, and when it's very calmly explained to her, you know, maybe like pump the brakes a little bit. She didn't take that opportunity, and I don't think it was resolved necessarily very well.
And unfortunately, we haven't seen her continue to do any of that outside of the house.
I've honestly seen the same level of lack of self-awareness that I saw within the house, outside the house. And that's just again, she's on the cast. I'll give space to anybody who wants to, there's journeys for everybody. And so maybe that's Angela's journey. Maybe it's not. If it's not, then we'll have the same opinion that we did at the beginning here. So.
Correct.
If anything, being someone with one of the older people on the cast, more than likely we won't see her for that long, at least in terms of general Amazing Race standards. There's been very, very little times where someone who is significantly older than the rest of the cast has really done well. Yeah, Angela's back because she was loud and because she was very explosive. I have seen some very interesting things from Lexi, and I'm interested to learn about her. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense from a casting department. Would it have been my choice? Maybe not.
Well, we know Angela's a CBS plant, so I'm really not surprised by the casting choice whatsoever.
Yeah.
She's the closest I ever got to actually believing that. Like close to like
I'm a little convinced. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I'm a little convinced, but hey,
she's
whatever.
definitely one of those personalities that I'm like, this is not a real human being.
No,
Honestly.
she's a real estate agent. Of course she's not a real person. Of course she's not a real person. I guess we're moving up Kristine and Rubina.
Yes, that is. Yes, let's talk. And this is the sisterly duo that I feel is going to be that chaos and that firecracker and that. What you say, Hannah? What you're saying, Hannah and Simone is going to be is what I think Rubina and Kristine are going to be. They are going to be the feisty sisters that fight each other and fight anybody who tries to say something to
They're
them.
Filipino, of course they're going to, and I can't wait.
As I'm so excited about Rubina and Kristine. I absolutely adore Rubina. She's a sweetheart, kind person, and I am excited that she is here because who does not love Rubina and her little self? Rubina 38, Kristine 38, Rubina is 36, sisters from Los Angeles, California, and Rubina competed in season 26. And like I said, she's adorable. She's lovely. She's as spunky as she was in the house. Met her, talked to her, loved her, had a great conversation with her. She's amazing. She's a sweetie, sweetheart of a person, gem of a human being. Can't say enough about her. And she's just so cute. You see her in person, she's so dang cute. You're like, oh, yes, oh, like, just want to stuff her in my pocket. I just want to put her in my pocket and take her home with me. She was so cute, so sweet, so fun. I'm excited. She was one of the people I was so excited to see on the show. I'm excited to see her. Can't wait to see what Kristine brings to the table. I'm excited.
Yeah. Thrilled. Could not be more excited. Rubina was my heart pick throughout all of BB26. I just absolutely fell in love with her personality, every single thing about her, except for her showmanship with Tucker. But then as soon as he went out, it was lovely and wonderful and great. No, I think she's absolutely wonderful. I can't wait for more Rubina content. And I think her sister being a floral designer, that's going to be a great, I think we've got immediate, any sort of creative detour.
Pay attention to details.
Any sort of detailed task. I think we've got it in the bag here with these two. Rubina also being a content creator, like we've got the personality there. I think this is a really, really great team here. I'm really excited for these two. Thrilled, excited. They've got the social connections here on this season as well. Thrilled.
Yeah, Rubina. I was thinking also when we were talking about Hannah and Simone that this is also the other group that popped in my head that they're going to be feisty. There's going to be some sisterly fights, which we love to see it. Maybe there might be some fights with some other man on another team based on what happened right after the season. But Rubina, the feisty Filipina, she's gorgeous. I love her. I do love the Filipino culture. I mean, if you know anything about me,
why? I wonder why.
I don't know. Call it a personal choice. I loved Rubina on the Big Brother season, and it was more of a personality reason rather than game reason. Because, I mean, she was in a showmance, and when she wasn't in the showmance, she was in, the little friendship trio with Tikor and Chemo, which was lovely and adorable. I wish
the cutest alliance that did nothing.
I mean, they flipped the house once and then didn't do anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was actually rooting for them because they were so fun as like a triple group, and I was like, man, if they put more effort and energy, it would have been really cool. I mean, I was rooting for Rubina, but I'm excited to see her here. I think she's a gorgeous human being. We get to see her again. We get to see more of her effervescence. That's the word of the day for me.
Rubina was just fun. Genuinely, that's the way I just put it. She was a fun person to have on the cast. One of my memories of BB26 is her winning that final AI arena, which was a complete shock to everyone.
Yes.
Like, that kind of is what we needed in terms of just like a nice jolt going into jury. And I mean, I'm really excited to see what Kristine does. As you've said, this is probably an amazing person for those detail-oriented tasks. Once again, big Amazing Race production team, when I find you for casting two groups of X's on different teams intentionally, you are psychotic, and I'm here for it, because use that, make it suffer, God, but it genuinely is so great to see Rubina back, and I can't wait to see how they do.
Absolutely.
And when those are the final four teams in a leg and they have to race each other, and one of them is guaranteed to be eliminated.
Please stop. Please
when
stop.
they do the split leg thing and the four of them are on one leg, and we know that one of them goes home.
Love, we shall see. And last but definitely not least, our winner of season 26. It is Chelsie with her dad, Jack. We love the bombs. There are
Jacks.
More Jacks. I mean, we can't have enough Jacks.
Every time there was a Jack on this season, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a whole lot, but it's kind of surprising. It's happened twice.
If we had a nickel for every time Jack was on television, just Jack's on television this year, we'd have 3 nickels. No, we'd have 4. We'd have 4.
Yeah, we have 4.
Because we had Jack from the Snake. We had Jack here. We had Jack. The 2 Jacks on the on this Amazing Race, and then we have this Jack sitting here on our screen. Our very own Jack was on TV too, and so kind of love that. And then another Jack on last year's season of Amazing Race. Jacks are everywhere. Jacks are taking over the world. I'm sorry, Jacks are doing it.
And just to be clear, amazing precedent for said Jack.
Yes, amazing precedent for said Jack, because Jack won last year. Then we have another Jack, but this Jack is a little older.
And we also have Jag and Jazz. In addition to Jack and Jack.
But Chelsie is our winner of Big Brother 26, and I think this is so cute. I love that she brought her dad with her to do this. She could have picked anybody. As a winner, you usually got the whole thing of I want to win again. I don't want to, I want to do well because I won and people will expect me to win. So you probably would maybe not think to bring your 52-year-old dad or 58-year-old dad to do Amazing Race. But because of the love that they have for each other, and she just wanted to do this race with her dad, I love it. I'm here for it. I think they're going to do pretty good in this race. I'm excited to see what they can do together. Man, do they look alike. I see it. I see the resemblance, the family resemblance in these two. I like Chelsie. Chelsie was my winner pick from day one last season. I literally picked her and was like, she's winning the whole thing. And when she won, I was like, yes. Met her. She's a beautiful person. So beautiful soul, sweet girl, sweet woman, sweet girl. I can call her girl because I'm older than her. She's a sweet girl. And I'm excited to see her on the race.
I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I know they offered all the winners spots of the last couple of years, so I'm really not surprised to see her. I am intrigued and excited to see what Miss Chelsie and Mr. Jack are going to do on this race here. That's really all I have to say.
Yeah, I think it's a good point that you made about Chelsie being with her dad. That's a very cute coupling for this race, because it seems like, yeah, maybe she wants to just go on an adventure with her father.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give Chelsie her flowers. I think she played a great game of Big Brother. I mean, the mental work she did on Mackenzie should be studied by psychologists. Yeah, it was insane. I do like her. I like her as a winner. I think she's very strong. I think she's one of the strongest winners in the past few years. As far as like her connections with the other castmates, honestly, from her other season 6 castmates, I don't know how they were off the show. They might have been closer off the show, but on the show they weren't the closest. I don't know how much that's going to matter. There might have been some pre-gaming anyway. But I mean, I'm excited to see Chelsie. I think she has a lot of heart. I mean, she's a motivational speaker. She has so much heart. It became her job to, speak her heart. So I'm excited to see them go on this journey together, however long it goes, maybe all the way to the end. I like Chelsie. I'm excited to meet her father, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to meet him, and that sort of father-daughter relationship. It's really cute. It's really endearing, and it's a fun storyline to watch on the show. This is like a feel-good, heartwarming group. Maybe not as cutthroat as the other groups, more heartwarming.
Right. Agreed.
I want these two to do well. Unfortunately, the same thing that I said with Angela, I'm going to say here. Jack is a firefighter, so naturally he is going to be stronger and more fit, but still a 58-year-old more than likely is not going to stack up to a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds. Just normally that's not going to be the case, and unfortunately I could see this team just not doing as well. And I love Chelsie. I genuinely have really enjoyed her, and she played a pretty good game on BB26. And I mean, she has the connections, but I sadly can't see it for them to go that far. But I'll be happy when they do.
To say something to the firefighter profession, that was another thing about on Survivor 48. Joe was also a fire captain, and he was a comp beast. So don't necessarily write out the oldest contestant just because they're the oldest contestant.
So was Chrissy.
Yeah.
And she was the oldest contestant, also a fire captain, did not do bad in challenges either. So I think that is a fair point. I think it's a different it's a different can of worms, and it's same but different, I think is where I will land it. I don't think it's a bad comparison by any means of the imagination. I think Jack and Chelsie are in a much better situation here compared to a team like Angela and Lexi. By a country mile, I would say. But I do worry a little bit. I think they've got the strength, but I do worry a little bit. I think Chelsie is going to have to rely a little bit more on her social skills. And I think her and her father are going to know that going into this game, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing going into a season like this at all.
I think they really will. Me personally, I see them making it to the middle of the road. Like I can see them. I don't see them going out early. Like I don't see 1, 2, 3 for them. I don't see that at all for them. I see them very much 6, 7, 8 in that range. But
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like I don't think because being a firefighter takes a lot of strength. And even if you're not doing the firefighting every day, if you're not going out to, and doing the heavy lifting, you still have to be in pretty decent shape to do what you do. And they still train. So, and it doesn't say he's an ex LA City firefighter, or he's a captain. So if he's still active, still doing it, which I don't know. I mean, he's 58, so I don't know if he's still doing it. He could be retired by now, but I don't know. But I still think he probably is. You get in that mentality of just working or moving from being a firefighter. Even if you're retired, you still just keep it moving. So I don't know. I feel very middle of the road with them. So I'm excited to see whatever happens.
I think it is very like whatever the mission is in front of him, like he rises to the occasion, because that's what we have to do right now. Is we have to run this amount. I've never run this amount, but I have to do this right now, so I'm going to do it. So
yeah.
Oh, not that. Where did everybody go?
What did you do?
I just went back to speaker view. Why is everybody not here?
There we go.
There, everyone.
Lana said, I'm going to do the outro by myself and no one else needs
I don't want anybody else to do this with me. It's my show, my thing. No, I don't know what happened.
Okay,
honestly.
that's fine. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know what just happened. But anyway, that's it. We talked about all the cast. So general question before we say our goodbyes to everyone. I want to know 2 things. Who are you rooting for to win this thing? And who do you think is going to win this thing? Even if you saw spoilers, just say who you're rooting for. If you haven't saw spoilers, then answer both questions. I'll start with Michael. Who are you rooting for, and who do you think?
who am I rooting for? Ooh, I'm rooting for Joseph and Adam.
Okay.
I like them. I love Joseph is such a fun character. I also kind of see a bit of myself in him. So I mean,
yes,
representation for the meatheads out there. And he's just such a sweet guy. And he deserves it after what Big Brother did to him. So
absolutely.
As for who I think it's going to win, I honestly, I do think Taylor and Kyland kind of have the pole position here going into this race. So,
Jack, what about you?
So, obviously, I was on Twitter when the game was being talked about. Do I remember any of it? Look me in the eye. You know the answer to that question. No. But I am only going to say who I'm rooting for because it may be subconsciously back here and I simply don't know.
Okay.
So I want to see Taylor and Kyland win so that way Taylor can take more money from CBS.
Period.
And more weird people online can get mad and call this whole thing rigged. And we'll make fun of that because that sounds like fun.
I love that.
Period.
And Logan.
Who do I think could win? I'm going to go with Joseph and Adam. I think they stand a really, really great shot at winning the whole thing, to be honest with you. I think they've got the entire package. And I am rooting for them as well. But Let's go, lesbians! Amongst several many other teams.
Yeah.
Several many other teams. But Izzy and Paige, for sure, I want to see them do well. 100%.
I'd be happy if they took the win. I just want them on my screen. I want them on my screen for as long as possible.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel about
As
so
long
many
as
of these
possible.
teams. Yeah.
I know.
Lana, what about you? Who do you want to see do well, and who do you think could win?
Well, since I know and I've been spoiled on the things
So
I won't.
who do you want to do well?
Well, who am I rooting for? That's who I'll say. I am rooting for Joseph and Adam because I think Joseph is just the greatest guy ever and I think he deserves it. And I'm also rooting for Taylor and Kyland because I agree with you, Jack. Let them take the money, and Taylor continues to bank up all of CBS's money. And then they still paying her for Unlock the Unlocking. And I love that. So continue to pay my girl money. Give her all the money. And so yeah, I would love, love, love. I'm rooting for those two teams because those are my favorites. Those are my favorites. But that is that on that, y'all. We have talked about it all we can. And the episode will air on Thursday. So you all should tune in and watch it on Thursday on CBS or Paramount Plus if that's what you're going to watch it on. But check it out. We are going to be back on Friday to talk all about the premiere episode of The Amazing Race. And we're going to come Friday this week, and next week it'll be on Wednesday. The show will air on Wednesday, and we will be going live right after it airs because we feel like this is the season to talk about. And we want to talk about it with you all. So this week we're not going live because Big Brother is live on this week because Survivor is live this week. We got a lot of stuff happening on this TV channel, y'all. I mean, a lot. So Survivor is going to be live on Wednesday. Big Brother is going to be live on Thursday, and we're going to have this out on Friday. It's a lot going on. But then next week's schedule, we're calming down. Big Brother will be over. And so we'll be shifting our focus to Survivor on Thursdays. Live every Wednesday, we're talking The Amazing Race. So join us, please, if you like those shows. We're very excited to talk about it. Follow us on this channel, subscribe to this channel, do all the things to say you support us on this channel, and then all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below in our link tree, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon links, all of our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And we will be putting the links to donate to all of those charities that we talked about earlier in our description below. So check that out as well and donate if you will, if you feel the need. If you feel led to donate, please do that because that is such a great cause to talk. Free Palestine for sure. We all agree with that on this here channel. So we will always advocate for that. So hit the links below and subscribe. I'm not subscribe. Hit the links below to donate if that is what is on your heart. And if you just want to continue to spend some money, get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is also in the description below. If you want to join the podcast, if you want to talk about The Amazing Race with us, hit us up in our Instagram DMs. And yeah, we're going to get out of here because guess what? We still got more content to do, and we're going to do that. You click on the next video and keep watching, and we'll see y'all next time. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.